Right fellas, so the other day I went up Scotland, right, and I bought a Sierra Cosworth. Hasn't been on the road or at least MOT'd since 2014. It is absolutely minging. Needs a lot of work. First thing we're going to do though is, like I say, it hasn't been on the road for a long time. And because of that, it hasn't been cleaned for a long time. So one of my good pals is coming down, Dan, and we're going to give the car a thoroughly good clean. See if we can just polish the paintwork up, bring it back to, just to make it nice and usable. So what I'll do is I'll flip this camera around and I'll show you around the car now. Like I say, if you want to see the video of when I went to pick the car up, it's the last video I uploaded to YouTube. I'll also leave it in the description and top comment of the video. Anyway, let's flip this camera around. I'll show you the car. So like I was saying, F-Reg 1988 two-wheel drive Sapphire Cosworth. It is just absolutely minging. Honestly, fellas, minging. It doesn't really show up as well on the, it might not show up as well on the camera, but like if you look, it's just ingrained into the paint. That, do you know what I mean? Absolutely gross. It's just been sat outside, sat in yards up Scotland. It lived on like a farm type thing inside. Right, I've took the seat, the back seat out, and the front seat, the front passenger seat, just so we can get in and clean. Because I really want to clean the carpet as well. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to take my family out on this, so I want it all nice and clean. See, like, it just stains on the carpet and it's just minging. I've got all this out because I'm having problems with the brakes. Do you know when you drive a car with the engine turned off and it's kind of, when you press the brakes with the engine off, you've got to press them a bit harder? That's what it feels like to drive this car at the minute. So it really needs looking into. So this is the ECU for the anti-lock brakes. That's the engine ECU. But look at the state of it, man. Just like mould and dust. It's desperate for a clean. I mean, look at that under the back seat. That's just absolute filth. Look at that carpet. It's just ingrained with like mud, concrete, just dirt. Needs good clean, good hoover. Over here, we've got some parts I've bought for the car. This is for the bonnet steer. We've got some ABS sensors, some badges for the back. These are from D&B Graphics. New badges, very nice. This is the boot lock off the car. When I got the car, this was solid, like this is meant to, this pushes in. But when I got this, it was just didn't move. I literally had to tap it with like a bit of wood to get it to go down. Then push it from the other side. I ended up stripping it, fully cleaning it, greasing it back up and everything. So now it's just absolutely perfect. I painted it all black again. I polished up all this stainless steel. You can see some of the dirt there, but it is nice and shiny now. That's a bit greased, but you can see I've just polished it up. I've made it look nice again because I don't know, I like doing stuff like this. I've also ordered some ambers for here and for here. So like I say, we'll pull the car out. We'll wait for Dan to get here. You might recognise him from On The Limiter. He's got his own YouTube channel. Right, let's pull it out and get cracking, eh? You can see under the bonnet here, fellas, just absolute full of dust and grime and dirt. See, something's been eating my handbrake button as well. There's the bits what it's chewed off. But there's like rust stains, and I've took the seat out just to clean under there because that's minging. It has got the wrong back lights on. These are four-wheel drive lights. This shouldn't be there, so I will change the rear lights on it. Put some two-wheel drive back lights on. Look, there's a good spider's web in here, man. Knock, spider, come on out. Look, it's just minging. And here how rough the paint work, it's all like that. It's all just rough paint work. Hi mate. Morning, Adam. So this is Dan. Dan, tell us what you're going to do. What's the plan?
Perform a miracle, Adam.
Perform a miracle?
Perform a miracle. I'm trying to prove that a man in the house knows how to do a bit of detailing.
So what's the first thing you're going to do? Jet wash it?
I'm going to get it all snow foam, try and get the thick of it off. There's a lot of it. While the snow foam's dripping in, I'm going to get the undercarriage all done. The old undercarriage cleaner.
Undercarriage cleaner.
go back to a bit more snow foam, get in the nuts and crannies, try and get as much of the dirt out as possible, and just give it a hell of a good bath.
Good clean, eh? First clean in years. This is your undercarriage cleaner.
Aye.
Go on and press it, see what. Wow. I do that, like.
I've already done it today.
Did you get right along the floor and all? Right, while Dan is doing the paint work, I'm going to make a start on the inside. I'm going to give this carpet a good scrub, and we're going to get the hoover on it, and we're going to suck all the junk out the carpet. So one of the first things I've done was I unbolted the seat, lifted it out the car, tried my best not to scratch all the sills and the plastics. We'll just hoover up the thick of this dirt first, then we'll get some carpet cleaner on it. See if we can spruce this up a bit, because as you can see, it is minging. I've just found some triple wax fabric cleaner in the garage, so we'll give this a go. Yeah, check out the water that's in the hoover when I've sucked the carpet. Right fellas, we've pulled the car in the garage, we've dried it off. Well, I'll be honest, I've left it like a day, so it has been dried off. Dan's came back round with his polishing gear. So what's the plans, Dan?
Right, firstly, washing it didn't do much because all the dirt is literally stuck inside. So we're going to get the whole car clear board sort of rotten. And then I've got a whole lineup of machine polishers. I've got different compounds, I've got different pads, all by Roops. Give it a go, see what it comes up like.
Cool. It's shine on that one, Dan. That's mint, that like. So what compound are you using there?
That is Roops coarse compound.
Coarse?
It's a coarse, it's like that's gonna lift most of the shite off, but it's only using a sort of a yellow Roops pad, but it's one of the new, pardon me, like lamb's wool, like one of the new wool ones.
Right.
So just the mixture of the two.
Yeah, that's amazing, not the difference.
The
colour as well. The colour difference. They take the tape off for 50-50.
Aye. It obviously needs a finish and polish and machine over the top of it, but that... You ready?
Aye. So you're going to give it another one with a lighter one? Or
Oh, I have to. Once it's all done, once the whole car's done, it'll need doing again, but...
Honestly, I didn't think the paint was as bad till you've done that. I'm about on the move with that, mate. You can see the paint work after Dan's give it like the first stage of polishing. Look at the shine on it, it's just totally different. I'll take you to the other side and I'll show you what it's like before we polish it. This is the paint before Dan's polished it. You can hear it's like rough, but Dan is doing a cracking job. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the car comes out. Right fellas, these are the backlights that was on the car. These are off a 4-wheel drive Sierra Cosworth. Now this one is this car is 2-wheel drive. So I've got a selection of backlights. I've got genuine Ford ones that are a bit, not tatty, but need a clean. Genuine Ford. I've got a new copy aftermarket one, and I've got a brand new copy aftermarket one. I think I'm going to go with the aftermarket ones because they're just a bit oranger and a bit shinier. So what we'll do is we'll fit these on the car now. It looks like a bog standard Sierra, doesn't it, with them lights in and no spoiler on. Might get some JLS badges for it. Right, we'll get the other new one out the box. Look at that. Absolutely brand spanking new. Right, the next job is we're going to refit the spoiler. We took it off to machine polish it. So we'll get like underneath and get it all nice and mint. So we'll refit this now. Looks like a base model Sierra without the spoiler on. Right, get some screws. There we go, there we go. Put the caps in. Right fellas, to put some life back in this leather, my mum swears by this oak furniture land stuff, so I'm going to give it a go, just to give it a bit stuff that feels a bit dry and cracked and just hasn't been moisturised in a while. So I'm going to trust my mum and we're going to try this oak furniture land moisturising stuff. I'm just going to put it all over the leather, give it a good healthy coat and just leave it to soak in. So we'll get cracking. I'm just going to put on a cloth. I haven't read the instructions, but I'm guessing you just squirt it on and scrub it in. So that's what we're going to do. Squirt some on the cloth. We'll just rub it on the leather. Each of the 4 door cards have got like a little bit of leather on, so I'll give this a quick coating as well. Right, there's one thing on Sierras that always lets it down when you open the door. When you open the door on a Sierra, you always see these brackets and they always look minging and rusty. So we're going to take it out and clean it, because as well, if you look here on the seat, they always collapse as well, the seats. So we'll fix that as well, and like you can see the brackets there, it just looks minging. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this seat out and we'll hopefully get it to look a bit better. Just when you open the door, do you know what I mean? You always see this bracket, it always lets it down. I'm also going to look into getting some proper black leather restorer for the seats. Or I might just leave them, because I do want the proper cloth seats for this car. It's going to be a summer car, so I don't want to be getting in shorts and t-shirt and leather when it's like 20 odd degrees outside. There's no aircon. I want a comfortable car. So I think I'll torque these seats up for now. and then I'll get some cloth. Anyway, let's whip this out. Right, with the seat out, you can see why it's sagging. See this bit here? This should be jointed there. So all the stuffing just falls out the bottom. That should be pulled tight. Do you know what I mean? I've got a replacement one of these, but we'll take this bracket off, we'll clean it all up, and we'll fix this seat up. So here it is before, as you can see, fellas, just absolutely minging. We're going to give it a good clean. We'll blast it. Well, first we're going to jet wash it, then we'll blast it, then we'll paint it, and we'll have it looking good. Right, fellas, I've blasted and cleaned the subframe of this seat. There's still a handle missing. There's a handle goes on there for the height adjustment on the seat. That's still in my paint booth. Before we refit that subframe, we need to change this. This is like the base of the seat. That's what I showed you earlier. It kind of keeps your bum off the floor. I've got this replacement. Bought this on eBay. It was like 25 quid. So we'll fit this. Then we'll refit the subframe, then we'll refit it all into the car. So all I need to do is first remove these hooks off the base. Like that, they come out. We'll take the metal bars out of this. Take these little ones out first. We'll take these little side hooks out. See them? They just pop out. Kind of twist them, push and fiddle them, and they just come out fairly easy. Take them out there, then this should hopefully pull out somehow. Might have to get the old Stanley knife on this. Then the new one, that should just slide in there. Then we'll just pop these clips back on. That should just clip on the bar, like that. Now, let's get this onto here. Let's have a look. Now we need to stretch these over onto this side. I'm going to use a flathead screwdriver, and I've cut a little notch in. It's what they recommended on the eBay advert. So I'm just going to hook it on the screwdriver like that, push it across. Oh, look at that, man, that was easy peasy. 2, 3. There we go. There we go. That is nice and tight now. Makes the seat look a lot better as well. It was look tatty before. I mean, it's the underneath of the seat, so it doesn't really matter too much. But it does look better. Nice and flat, that. What we'll do now is we'll get this frame on while my handle dries in the paint booth. And I'm sure you'll agree that looks a lot better than when it was all rusty and horrible. Put that in there. That is a T40 if anyone's interested. That's a Torx, like a star shape. These are the screws I took out. Right, let's get this driver's seat in and try and do it without scratching anything. It's in, let's get the bolts. Right, for the glass on the windows, it's like full of overspray. So what I've been doing is I've been spraying it with some glass cleaner, and then just getting a Stanley knife blade and kind of scraping the overspray off, then cleaning the glass back after that. So I'll show you how I do it. Right, so the glass is kind of full of overspray. Like I say, what I've been doing is I've just been spraying some glass cleaner on, getting me blade, just scraping all the way around. Get a clean cloth. Then I've just been getting some auto glim and giving it a good buff up. I always use this for my windows. It seems to be easier to use than glass cleaner for some reason. So here it is. This is obviously the back. How mint does that look, right? I'm going to get some new reg plates. I've still got loads to do. I've still got loads I want to do. I want some new reg plates. I've got the badges for the back. Go in the back corner there. I still need the Ford badge for that side. There's still just daft little bits. Like the boot lock's on, but it's just there's a little clip goes behind, so I still need the little clip. The glass, everything is cleaned. I put black on all the bits. This door's not shut. The interior's still not in. Let's see, I've put that driver's seat in. That looks mint now. That seat is there. The passenger seat is over there. Obviously, I'm leaving that out till I get the brakes sorted. But the paintwork has came up mint. Look at the shine on it. Before, this was just totally dull and horrible. And now it all just looks mint. It looks better than the paintwork on this car. This car's a bit dusty like, but you can see it does look better. You might be wondering what this is as well inside. That plastic is because it's got new headlining in. So once the car's done, we'll rip all this plastic off. At the front, oh by the way, the wheels have came up spot on, or better. Like I say, I've got no plans to keep these. I do want to lower the car a little bit and put some nice 17s or 18s on. The front is still a work in progress. The vents are out, they're getting cleaned. There's one on the bonnet, just there, of the Sierra. I've got some ambers to go in. I've got a strip to go in here. I just need to clean all this like rubber stuff off, all the sticky stuff. I've got a splitter on order. It's being made. These need painting silver. There's still a lot of work to do on the front of the car. Right, so under the bonnet, we'll give it a good clean and it just looks a lot better. I'm going to replace this tank. I might either put a plastic one on or paint that black. I'm not sure yet. But all this has just came up a lot better, all the silver. But I do want to get rid of all these blue Sampos and just get the proper original stuff on. Also, the turbo, I've just discovered, is missing the water pipes. So I need to get the turbo pipes. But under the bonnet, it looks mint, a lot better. I'll get the rotor cover done red. This is a problem with the brakes, this bit here. On these cars, you don't have a servo, you have this, and it's like an electric pump. So that obviously needs replacing. I've got one sorted, I just need to go and pick it up. It's getting time, you know, family, stuff like that, keeping the girlfriend happy. But the car looks a lot better. I've got some ambers for here. I've ordered the strips for along the door. The side skirts are away getting painted. Hopefully I'll get them back soon. I fancy getting a PDR fella out and just getting there's a couple of dents in the car. I'd like to get them out. On the back, like I see it, set of badges, some new reg plates, and the back end will be absolutely sorted. Nice shiny exhaust there. The front still does need quite a lot of work doing. But like I say, once we get the splitter on the front, we'll get the trim along there. We'll get these bits painted silver. I'll take them little wiper blades to work. I'll get them blasted and painted black. I've got some new ambers there to go in. And then once we get all under the bonnet done, we'll get the red rotor covers. We'll get a Campbell cover. Just make it look nice. Like I've got a bit of rubber strip to pick up for along here. Just tidies it up. I also still need a door handle. Like all these bits are sorted. I just need to collect them. Like I can't open this door now. I'm sure you'll agree that looks a lot better than what I did when we picked it up. I still think the back looks the best though. One thing that lets it down at the back is the arches. Like inside here, all this should be black and that's just full of overspray. So I think we'll take them out and we'll paint them black. And I might see my mate from Yorkshire, Paul, to put some new arches in here. Just because it's all crusty and just needs fixing really. But all minor stuff. It's not going to stop us doing burnouts and donuts in the car. The seat, right, looks a lot better now. I'm sure you'll agree with all that painted black. And you can't see that bit of, like that seat base isn't sagging anymore, so you can't see that frame. Just looks a lot nicer. Let's see, I don't know if I'm going to keep these seats, but for now, that looks a lot better. Just when you open the door and you see the nice black seat rails. I'm also going to get a new air filter because that's obviously, that's done some suction. Look at all the creases in that off it getting sucked in and so we'll get a new one of them on. Take the chrome bits off, not a fan of the chrome. We'll get some just some black or zinc plated strut top mount cover things. Right, fellas, the car is going to be going for an MOT as soon as I can get the brakes sorted out. I still need to sort the brakes out. I know what it is. It needs an ABS servo pump thing. You can get them. I can get one. I just need to drive down and get it. Once that's done, we're going to get the car MOT'd. Like I said, it hasn't been MOT'd since 2014. So that's like 9 years since it's had an MOT. If you want to see more on the car, don't forget to subscribe and you can follow along with the story of it. There's also some videos on my other car there, my other Cosworth. But yet again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry it took a while to get this out, and I'll catch you soon on the next one. Oh, and a huge thanks to Dan for sorting the paintwork out. Cheers, mate.